Hi there, gorgeous! In today's video, I'm testing out the top 5 best-selling products from the Fenty Beauty line. This is a line that was created by Rihanna, as I'm sure many of you know. It came out in September last year. I've simply been behind the game in testing any of the products from this line, but I know many of you have been asking about me doing a video like this, which I'm really glad I waited, because it's always nice to see what the best-selling products are from a line. And I thoroughly enjoy testing out stuff like that to see if they are all that they are cracked up to be. The way that I did this was I went on Sephora's website, I looked up best selling in the Fenty Beauty makeup section, and I picked out the best top 5 that I could. I mean, some of them were sold out, some of them were a little hard to get, but for the most part, these have very high reviews. I'll be showing you step by step what they look like up close, and then I've also included a wear test at the end. I do already have an eyeshadow primer applied. I used the Too Faced Shadow Insurance today, so we will start with the eyes. One of the best-selling Fenty Beauty products is the Island Bling 2-in-1 Liquid Eye Shimmer. Not necessarily that shade, but this product is really highly reviewed and loved by many people on Sephora's website. I'm going to use the side called Summer Fling, which is that warm bronze shade, and I'll apply it all over the lid. Very pigmented, and it's cooling on the eye, which is really nice right about now. By the way, I did not dip back into the product after I applied it to this eye. I went straight from this eye to this eye, and I still had enough to cover the other eye and go back and retouch this eye. So a little bit goes a long way. I'm gonna take a crease brush from there and blend the edges a little bit. I'm going to add a crease color on top of this, just simple neutral brown to go with it, because it's going to need it. I'm speaking too soon here because it looks like it's blending really well. I may be wrong. I may not need to add a crease color to this look. Well, it's proving me wrong. It's blending really, really well. And I think all I'm going to do to finish the eyes is to add a blending shade that matches my skin tone to diffuse the harsher edges right there at the end. My blending shade today is Max Blanc type. I'm using a denser brush than I normally would. But it did not take much effort whatsoever to blend out the edges of that liquid eyeshadow on the eye. I'm really impressed by it so far. Very pretty. Now the other thing you could do, and debating on whether or not I want to do it, is you could take the gold side of that duo there and apply it on the middle of the eyes. Why not? Let's do it. I mean, this is the way that I would wear it. And I'm only going to apply a small amount because it's super pigmented stuff. And then with a flat brush, I am simply going to tap that eyeshadow to get it to blend in. So far, so good. I'm gonna go ahead and complete my eyes because the next couple of products move us onto the face. So we'll go ahead and get this area done. Next product I have to test for you is the foundation from Fenty Beauty. This is the Pro Filt'r Soft Matte Longwear Foundation. And I picked up the shade 120. This is one that you see raved about all over YouTube. And every time I turn around, I'm hearing something good about it. So I'm hoping it's going to perform well for me too. Beginning with a small amount. Looks to be yellow based. Typically yellow based foundations don't go so well for me, but we'll just keep going. It does have a scent, but it's not obnoxious, nor is it strong. It's actually very hard to place because it is so light. So if you have a problem with scents in your makeup like I do, this is not one that I would say you'd have to worry about. Now, this foundation claims to be medium to full coverage and light as air. You supposedly won't feel it on your skin. And I'd have to say that's true. So far, after application, it doesn't feel cakey, it doesn't feel heavy. It feels very lightweight. I have a little bit more redness here than I would like. Thank you, baby girl, thank you. You gotta love your pregnancy symptoms. So I'm gonna take a little bit more of the foundation and apply it just on the cheek area to see if I can build it up to be full coverage. Blending in with the sponge over the top. Normally I'd use a color corrector, but when a foundation says that it's full coverage, it should be full coverage and you shouldn't have to use a color corrector underneath. Well, no complaints as of yet. And you can see the difference from this side to this side with one light layer applied to most of the face and then 2 layers on the cheek area. And if you're curious about which powder I'm using today to set the face, I am using my Kevyn Aucoin Sensual Skin powder, which is nearly gone. Another bestseller I wanted to try here for you is the Killawatt Foil Freestyle Highlighter Duo. The one that I picked up has the shades Sandcastle and Mint Mojito in it. Now, I've never really tried a blue highlighter before, but crazier things have happened. I'm gonna put them both on my face. Why not? There are no rules. There's nothing saying I can't. I'm gonna start here with the shade Sandcastle. Woohoo! That is beautiful. And I do not like highlighter. You know that about me, but wow, that's pretty. I can see why that's a bestseller. I honestly feel like besides the Sleek palette, which I really do love, this is one of the most beautiful highlighters I have ever seen, or tried for that matter. Let's try the blue. Are you ready? Right over the top of that. Ooh. Well. Now that's pretty too. I mean, I personally wouldn't wear it in the future. I more than likely would gravitate more to the Sandcastle side of this palette, but that is interesting. It's really pretty on the skin though. For the lips, I picked up the Mademoiselle Plush Matte Lipstick, and this is in the shade Spanked. It's an interesting color, really pretty. I'm not sure how it's going to go with the rest of the look, but we're gonna use it anyway. Did you see that swatch? Oh my gosh, that's crazy. The pigmentation is amazing. Look at that. I'm barely applying any pressure and I have instant color. And it's not so far looking to be one of those really drying looking mattes. You've experienced it more than likely where you apply a matte lipstick and it looks dry, but this looks like it's very hydrating. I love the formula so far. It's very creamy on the lips and I'm loving it. The last best-selling Fenty beauty product is one that I know you have heard about. You have got to be living under a rock if you've not heard about this product. Ah, that is the Fairy Balm Glittering Pom Pom. From what I understand, it's a dusting powder that is kind of like a highlighter for the body. And there's surprisingly a lot of product included in this thing. You wouldn't think so, but if you've ever looked up any of the videos on YouTube of people cutting these open, it's really surprising how much you do get in here. Now, as I am hitting my hand here, I'm not sure, you probably just see a bunch of hair flying all over the place because that's what I'm seeing. But there are tiny glitter specks that are coming off on my hand. Oh, there you can see a little bit from the lights shining on my hand. And so that's what you're supposed to do to your body. You're supposed to just, I mean, you really gotta whack yourself. The product does not come off in as much as you would think that it would. I mean, it just looks like I have these micro glitters all over my chest, and I'm not even sure if it's going to come across on camera or not. But you could do the same thing with that highlighter I just used on my face, and the pigmentation is much stronger with the tiniest amount. This, even though you do get a lot of product in it, you can't really see it, and I'm kind of disappointed by it, honestly. Beginning with that dual liquid eyeshadow, I was very happy with this product. Not only was the color payoff excellent. It was really easy to blend and work with, unlike some other cream eyeshadow products I have tried in the past, which I usually have to pair up with a matte color in the crease. This one also stayed put all day, no creasing, looked just as good as when I had first applied it. So I was very happy to see that with this product, and I can see why it is a bestseller. Now the next product I tried was the foundation. A lot of really positive reviews about this on YouTube, but at the end of the day, I wasn't too happy with the results, and you can probably see what I mean if you look real closely and if you're watching this in HD. It was missing from my chin area, under my nose, on my nose, and the forehead looked kind of splotchy, in my opinion. I mean, I know I'm being picky, and I am, because at this price point, I am going to be picky. I would have expected this one to look just as good as one of my favorite drugstore foundations, but I didn't feel that way about it at the end of the day. Now, it did feel very lightweight on the face. I didn't feel like it was sliding off, so I want to give it points for that, but would I use this one again? Probably not. Killawatt Foil Highlighter. A little hesitant with this one because of that blue shade, but you can't discount the intense application that I received with this one. And I used the tiniest amount of this product on my face. It lasted all day. It was super duper strong by the end of the day. That's after 12 hours right there. And even though I don't like highlighter, you know I don't like highlighter. I really like this one, and it makes me want to use it. Especially the tan side. I don't know if I'll use the blue side ever, but I really like that tan shade. Okay, now hands down, the matte lipstick that I tried, gorgeous. I love the formula, very creamy on the lips. It does not dry down completely, I want to let you know that. It transfers horribly. Jet had it on his hands by the end of the day. I had it on things around me, but as much as it transferred onto things, there was still a lot left on my lips. For it to look that good after I had a toddler sticking his hands on my mouth and I was eating and drinking and doing all of my normal activities, wow. Definitely recommend this lipstick. And finally, you already know how I feel about it. I really don't need to say it. That fairy bomb thing, yeah, no. Save your money. I mean, yes, you get a lot of product in it, but it's one thing to get a lot of product. It's quite another when you can't get the product out. Let me know what you thought about these products, or if you've tried anything out from the Fenty beauty line yourself and what your experience has been. For any of the products that I tried out today, I will have all of them linked for you below. They will be affiliate links, just so you know up front. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch, and I look forward to seeing you again very soon.